Solutions to problems that engineering board takers commonly get wrong. Hi, hello, welcome back to Gilisanya Engineering Videos, your daily supply to engineering problems. If you like what you see, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified every time we have new videos. Okay, in this video, as what I have said in the introduction, we'll be solving problems in mechanics and strength of materials. No? And these problems are commonly mistaken by most engineering board takers. Alright, hello. Okay, nakikita nyo na ako. No? Ito yung mukha ko. So, sorry na lang, no? Wala tayong proper na gupit dahil sa lockdown. Mahaba yung buhok ko. Mahaba pa yan, ha? Walang gupit pa yan. Lalo na siguro kung may gupit. Anyways, we decided to, we try, no? Show natin yung mukha natin. Tingnan natin kung baka mas ganahan kayo manood, no? Na merong makikita yung mukha ko. Anyway, so, as what I've said, here we will discuss actually 3 problems to. And in this problem, alam namin kasi to kasi we've been doing our statistics. So every time we have exam in our review center for about 8 years now, we have a program that can get the stats of all the examinees. So we can determine on which problem yung pinaka mababang statistics. So, and we notice these problems are not difficult, no? Hindi siya mahirap na problem, kaya lang maraming nagkakamali. Especially for us, we know na ganun yung mindset ng students, ilalagay namin yung sagot kung yun yung mindset nila. And true enough, every batch for 8 years or almost 10 years na yata namin ginagamit yung program namin, talagang every batch ganun yung problem. And I hope this can give you an idea. Yung mga hindi pa nakapag-review dyan, maano kayo, masosurpresa kayo, no? Akala nyo, yun na yung tama na yung sagot, yun yung pala, mali. Alright? So, we will start this one. Palitan ko lang muna yung mukha ko, ha? Okay, ayan. So, yun, pinalitan ko lang yung face natin. Ito yung una. Okay, pwede nyo i-pause yung video and then solve it. I-try natin kung tama ba yung hinala namin. Tingnan nyo. The allowable load of the supporting cables at A and B are 20 kilonewtons and 25 kilonewtons. So, 20 kilonewtons yung allowable load ng cable at A and 25 kilonewton naman yung allowable load of the cable at B. Alright. Ang tanong, what is the maximum safe value of P? What is the maximum safe value of P? A, B, C, D. Okay? Pause nyo muna and then solve it yourself. Pause nyo lang. Try nyo lang. These problems are not difficult. These are easy problems. Kaya lang, yung marami nagkakamali talaga. And they will never have a chance to know that mali yung sagot nila. Kasi nandoon yung choice. Alright. Sige, I hope na solve nyo na o sinolve nyo na. Trinay nyo nisolve o ano ba yung sagot nyo? Ano sagot nyo? If your answer is letter D, then isa ka na doon sa mga nabiktima. Isa ka na doon sa nabiktima. The correct answer is letter C. But most students, every time binibigay namin itong mga ganitong klaseng problem, talagang maraming pipili ng letter D. Okay, bakit? Sige, ano ba talaga yung proper way and what is the common mistake and ano yung proper way to attack this problem? Alright, tingnan natin. Sige, so, of course, ito yung basics dito. The tension of the cable at A is tawagin nating PA and the force of the cable at B tawagin nating PB. Okay, so ito yung common mistake. The common mistake is, so, they will let yung PA nila, isiset ng students equal to 20. So, PA equals 20. And then, PB equals 25. So, with that, feel excited na sila Okay, meron lang PA, meron ng PB. Then, what they will do? They will do summation of process vertical 0. No? And you will have PA plus PB minus P equals 0. So, that is 20 plus 25 minus P equals 0. And, alright, without any further ado, they will get P equals 45 kilonewton. And, unfortunately for them, meron 45 kilonewton sa choice, kaya hindi na sila dadalawang isip, pipiliin na nila yung 45. To tell you, well, I'm not saying that is wrong. Na? There is a chance na tama yan. Na? But it will not be enough. If take note, there are two unknowns here. Na? So you just did one equation pa. Take note that if there are two unknowns, there must be two equations of equilibrium. Na? And take note, this is the rule of thumb. In any structure, the condition of equilibrium and compatibility of stress must be satisfied. Kung indeterminate yan, compatibility of strain. Alright? Now, tingnan nyo. Is this correct? I'm not saying that is already wrong, pero may chance na maging correct yan. Check na natin. No? Using those values, summation of moment about, let's say, nakuha mo na yung P, no? Let's say 45 kilonewton. Let's say, take tayo ng moment about A. Diba? That's a condition of equilibrium. Na? So, summation of moment about A0. So, what do we have? Okay, P, 45 times 2, which is clockwise, minus PB, yung PB na ginamit mo is 25. Da? Times 3 meters galing ng A. Da? Is it really equal to 0? Tingnan natin. Da? 45 times 2, yung PB mo ginamit is 25. Take note, ha? Take note, 25. Okay, the result is what? No, right. Hindi siya 0. 15. So, in other words, well, sa summation of process vertical, nasatisfy siya. Pero dito, hindi siya nasatisfy. Meaning, it cannot be. Na? Okay? So, inconsistent yung ano mo. Hindi nasatisfy yung conditions. Dapat yung tatlong conditions of equilibrium must be satisfied. Summation of process vertical 0. Ito lang yung sinatisfy mo. Moment and summation of horizontal. In this case, wala naman tayong horizontal, kaya walang problema sa horizontal. Alright. So, yun yung mali doon. Okay? So, paano natin to solvein? Tingnan nyo. Okay. So, wrong, you know? So, kaya lang minsan, hindi natin maisip kasi may 45 sa choice. Pipiliin agad natin yun. Kaya, 51% chose that answer. Only 37% chose the correct answer. The correct answer is C. Bakit C? Ito yon. Ito dapat yung gawin mo. Take note, allowable yan. When you say allowable load, it doesn't have to be equal to that value. Na? So, meaning the criterion is dapat yung force mo ay hindi lalagpas doon sa allowable load or allowable stress, kung stress naman. Alright, so tingnan natin. Ha? Ito dapat yun. Ha? Okay, of course, equilibrium muna tayo. Summation of moment about A0. Okay? Okay, summation of moment about A0, you will have P times 2. Anong pa yung P, ha? P times 2 minus PB times 3 equals 0. Huwag niyo muna i-substitute yung 25. Na? Okay. I will make this na maklaro talaga pag-explain. Okay? So, let it be like that muna. No? So, from that equation, makukuha natin yung PB equals 3 halves. Correct? Transpose ko lang yung P sa kabila. No? So, that will be, sorry, not 3 halves, 2/3 of P. Alright. Then, I can now use summation of process vertical 0. Pwede. Pero para madali, moment na lang din. Summation of moment about B0. Pwede yan. Na? That could replace the summation vertical. Mas madali kasi ito. Kasi if I do that, I can immediately have my P in terms of PA or vice versa. Na? So, sa PB naman tayo. So, what we have there? So, P times 1 minus PA times 3 equals 0. Huwag nyo nang alalahanin bakit naging baliktad yung sign ko. Ang importante dyan, pag sinabi mong summation of moment at, no, nahiwalay mo yung clockwise at saka counterclockwise moment. Okay? Kasi yung iba nagtatanong, sir, ba't positive yung P times 1 mo, counterclockwise man yan? Kung nasosolve ka lang ng reaction, it doesn't matter. Importante, mahiwalay mo yung counterclockwise to the clockwise moment. Alright. Now, from that equation, makukuha natin yung PA in terms of P and that is equal to 1/3 of P. Ito talaga yung tama na solusyon. Alright. Now, anong gagawin natin? Now, PB equals 2/3 of P. And according to the problem, ang allowable force of B is 25 kilonewton. So dapat hindi lalagpas siya ng 25 kilonewton. Okay? So 2/3 of P must not exceed 25 kilonewtons. Solving for P, P must not exceed, that will be 3/2 of 25. Alright? So that will be 37.5. Okay? So that's one. Okay? So yan yung based doon sa PB. Now, how about based naman doon sa PA? So PA equals 1/3 of P and it must not exceed, the allowable is 20. It must not exceed 20 kilonewtons. Take note, I am using inequality. No? Kasi yun yung basic pag-allowable. No? Okay, so therefore, P shall not exceed 3 times 20, 60 kilonewtons. So there are two P's na nakuha natin. Based on the strength of B, nakuha natin P is 37.5. But based on the strength of PA, the P is 60. So who of the two will govern? So sinabi dito, shall not exceed. Natural, if you will say P shall not exceed this one and P shall not exceed that one, this will govern. Kasi kung sinabi mong 60, magfi-fail si B. Correct? So, ang mag-govern dito is the 37.5. Did you get that? No? So, yung malinong karamihan kasi, sinasubstitute yung 20 tsaka 25 doon sa value, which should not be. Ganon dapat. Pag sinabi mong allowable, wag mong sabihin na yun na yun. Na? Okay, lalo lang. Okay lang sana kung isa lang. Dalawa yan. No? Dapat compatibility of stress, meaning yung this must be observed. Meaning, pag sinabi mong compatible, none of the two cables must be overstressed. And of course, equilibrium shall be satisfied. Okay? So, the answer is 37.5. Okay? Sige lang. Meron pang dalawa. Meron pa tayong dalawa. I hope naintindihan niyo yung process. Tinignan natin. Halimbawa na lang, siguro meron tayong magandang example. No? Example na lang. Kung ito, ang humahawak dito, malaki yung katawan, tao, hinahawak yung tao. Ang kaya nung, wrestler. Ang kaya niya is 100 kilograms. Dito, ang humahawak, bata. Ang kaya niya lang 5 kilograms. Wag mong sabihin, ang ilagay mo dito is 100 tsaka 105. Kaya ng wrestler, pero hindi na kaya ng bata. Isipin nyo. Or wag na lang wrestler. Ito, steel cable. Ito, yung tali, sinulid. No? Ang steel cable, ang kaya 1,000 kilograms. Ang sinulid, ang kaya is only 10 kilograms. O wag mo sabihin, ang ilalagay mo dito is 1,010. Did you get that? No? It must be compatible. You must consider kung wala bang ma-overstress. Especially given yung allowable. Sinabi kasi allowable. Hindi naman sinabi na yung force sa B is 20, the force at A is 25. Or vice versa. Hindi naman sinabing ganun. Allowable. Okay? Ito, malaking debate talaga to sa mga students. I hope you are getting this. Okay, let's try another one. Tingnan nyo to. Sige. Try nyo muna and then post nyo yung video and then try nyo pag-solve. Wala lamang mawawala. No? Hindi naman kayo masisiro dyan. Post nyo muna. Okay. Sige. The allowable tensile force in each of the supporting cables is 5.65. Ang allowable, allowable sinabi. Hindi sinabi na yung force sa kada cable is 5.65. Ang allowable. What is the largest safe value of W? What is the largest safe value of W? Okay, so ito yung ating principle muna. Okay, of course. By the way, ito pala yung statistics dyan. Most students here chose letter A. The correct answer is letter D. Only 14% chose letter D. But 77% chose letter A without a doubt. Bakit? Okay, tingnan natin. Okay, ito yan The tension at this cable, tawagin natin TB. The tension on the other cable, tawagin natin siyang TC. Okay, TB at saka TC. Alright. Okay. So, ito yung common mistake. Just like what happened in the first problem, since binigay dito 5.65, they will set this to 5.65 TB and the TC to 5.65. Now, with this value na nakikita nila, isasubstitute nila 5.65, 5.65, and then summation of process vertical 0 agad. Patay kang bata ka. No? Tingnan nyo. If you do that, then okay. So, summation of process vertical, TB sin 50 plus TC sin 30 minus W equals 0. Correct? Yung TB tsaka TC mo, the same, 5.65. Okay, and unfortunately for you, may lumabas, 7.15, kaya pinili agad ang letter A. Ganon. No? Well, I'm not saying that is correct, but actually, ito, masasabi ko talaga na improper talaga. Kasi imposible magiging equal yung dalawa. How can they be equal? They have the same different angle. Maybe kung pareho yung angle nila, 50-50 din yan. I would agree. Since 5.65, pareho sila, then you may be correct. But that is wrong. Alam nyo bakit? Tingnan natin. Hindi naman to moment, no? Kasi concurrent naman to. I-check natin yung another condition of equilibrium. Summation of forces horizontal equals 0. Tingnan nyo. Horizontal equals 0. So what do you have? We have TC cosine 30 minus TB cosine 50. Tingnan natin kung magsisiro ba yan. Okay? Yung TC mo is 5.65. Yung TB mo, 5.65. Okay, is it 0? Gamitan nyo ng calculator. Tingnan nyo. Hindi siya 0. 1.26. 1.26 kilonewton. Hindi siya 0. So, hindi nasatisfy ang summation of process. Horizontal meaning, hindi siya equilibrium. Sinatisfy mo lang yung vertical. So, dapat lahat ng conditions of equilibrium must be satisfied. So, this makes it wrong. Alright. So, pero hindi mapapansin. Kung wala siguro yan sa choice, okay lang. Pero kung yung examiner, ito yung mga hilig ng examiners. Lumabas na ito last year yata. Pero, ayun, mamaya may bibigay ako. Ang binigay doon, hindi yung force lang, yung allowable stress tsaka yung area. Binigay niya. We will do that in the next problem. Okay. So, tingnan natin. Okay, again, that's wrong, ha? So, what should be the proper way? Okay, just like what we did kanina, ito yung gagawin natin. So, ang ginawa natin kanina, express natin yung mga forces in terms of the unknown. Express natin yung TB tsaka TC in terms of the unknown. Of course, using the equilibrium condition mo na. Pero may pinakamabilis ito, pwede ka mag-summation of forces horizontal 0 and summation of forces vertical 0. Then we can express your TB and TC in terms of W. Maganda dito siguro, pero para madali, instead of analytical solution, gamitan na lang natin ng force polygon. Kasi tatlo lang naman yan. It will be triangle. Ito yung W, and then sunod natin yung TC, and then yung TB. Alright? For the angles, okay, the angle of TC to the horizontal is 30, so this is 60 degrees. Ito namang TB, the angle from the horizontal is 50, so for the vertical should be 40 degrees. Alright, so 40 plus 60 is 100, so this angle must be 80 degrees. Gets nyo? So by sine law, ma-express natin yung TB at TC in terms of W. The same as what we did in the first problem kanina. So ito yan. I hope you know this one. TC is a sine of 40, as TB is a sine of 60, as W is a sine of 80 degrees. Okay? Equating this and that will give you TC equals W over sine 80 times sine of 40 degrees, or that is TC equals 0.653 W. Alright? So, equating naman this one to this, TB equals this, so that will be W over sine 80 times sine of 60 degrees. Then, we will have TB equals sine 60 divided by sine 80 is 0.879 W. Okay. So, meron na akong TB and TC in terms of W. I know, sa mga magagaling dyan, kayang-kaya nyo to. Pero kami, as a review center, handling the review for a long period, hindi ko masyado inaano. Yung magagaling, good for them. Pero yung sa akin talaga nawaworry, yung mga average and below average students, kawawa talaga sila. Kung kami as a review center, unahin lang namin yung magagaling, patay talaga. Kaya, hindi sa malaki yung passing namin dahil dyan. Kung mag-top, good. Kung hindi mag-top, in a way, importante naman sa atin makakaroon ka ng license. I'm not saying na hindi ko naman minamaliit yung mga magagaling. Pero of course, as a review center, we have to cater the average and below average students. Na? Okay. Sige. So what will we do? Na? So ngayon, itong gaya na ginawa ko kanina, ito yung TC, 0.653W. So this must not exceed the allowable because that's the criteria, that's the rule of thumb. The computed stress must not exceed the allowable stress. That's the basic. Na? Must not exceed the allowable is 5.65. Then makukuha mo yung W. Sasabihin natin dyan, W based on the strength of TC. Ngayon, ito naman, TB naman, 0.879W must not exceed 5.65. Then, makukuha ka naman another W. Another W, 6.428. So, sino sa dalawa yung susundin mo? Sabi niya, dapat hindi liliit ng 8.652. Siya naman, dapat, hindi lalagpas. Kung siya naman tanungin mo, si TB, ang kaya niya is up to 6.428. Alright? Natural, ang mag-govern dyan is the lower value. Ganun naman talaga yung rule. Pero you know what? If you use inequality, hindi ka na magtatanong kung how will you what choice should you choose, higher or lower. Gumamit kayo ng inequality. Huwag kayong gumamit ng equal sign. Kasi kung ginamit mo equal sign, malilito yung iba. Ano ba yung pipiliin namin, sir? Higher answer or lower answer? Ganon yung common question. But in my review, I changed it to inequality. Wala nang nagtanong. And that's the advantage of that. Okay, so the answer is 6.425. Most students answered letter A. See? I hope you are getting this. Okay, one more example. One more example. Alright, ito strength na talaga to kasi may allowable stress na. Okay. Ito, binigay ko na rin to mga last refresher yata yon or review. Nakalimutan ko na. Pero may stats din ako. In the figure shown, H is 4 meters. 4 meters to, ito naman ay 3 meters. The cross-sectional area of the cable is 400 square mm. And the wood strut BC is the cross-sectional area is 10,500 square mm. The allowable stresses are 75 mm for the cable and 5 MPa, 75 MPa for the cable and 5 MPa for the wooden. Ito wood. Okay. Determine the largest W that can be supported safely by the structure. The largest W that can be supported safely by the structure. Okay. So, well, ano ba yung basic dito? So, ito tension lang to kasi cable yan. Ito vertical, ito horizontal yan. How about this tawag dyan, bar or we call it strut. Ano yung load dyan? Take note next time I will have a video on this. Yung mga principles that can help you solve problems na maging maikli yung solution mo. Now, take note. Bar BC is a two-force member. Ano ba yung two-force member? I-define ko lang madali. Ang two-force member is any member that is loaded at 2 points only and 2 points lang. And then walang moment. Dalawang point lang ang load niya, 2 points, and then wala siyang moment. Notice that if we neglect the weight of the bar, the loads of BC is only at B and at C. And since there is no moment, so masasabi natin na yung total reaction at B and the reaction at C is pointing towards each other. And since this is straight, then your BC is actually loaded. Kaya ito yung ating dyan. By the way, ito pala yung stats. Kalimutan ko ipakita. Ang pumili ng letter A dito is 82.31%. Napakalaki. Ang pumili ng correct answer which is letter C is only 10.32%. Okay, ano nangyari? Ito yung ginawa ng karamihan dyan. Okay, ito W, no? And then ito naman yung ating tension sa cable. And then knowing the two-force member, then this is actually loaded. Kasi wala siyang weight. So kaya ang loads niya nandito lang sa B at saka sa C. Walang moment. Kaya this is the load or the force on B and C is, okay, the reaction is pointing towards each other. So that this is actually loaded therefore. Alright, so F. Tawagin natin F. And this is theta. Tawagin natin tong theta. Ayos. Tingnan natin. So, solve natin yung theta. Tangent of theta is equal to 4/3. So, theta will give you 53.13 degrees. So, may theta na tayo. So, after that, students, sasabihin nila, okay, may theta na ako, may F, and then iset nila yung T, kukunin nila yung T, tsaka F. Given yung area, given yung allowable stress, makukuha nila yung F. F is, the allowable stress is 5. That is for the wood. 5 MPa times the area is 10,500 square mm. Then F is equal to 52,500 or 52.5 kilonewtons. Then, kunin natin yung T. Yung T naman, ang area niya is 400 square mm. The allowable stress is 75. Then, yung T is equal to 30 kilonewtons. Okay? And what will happen next? Ito yung gagamitin nila na forces F and T to solve for W, which is very similar to the previous problem. You cannot do that. So, ang gagawin nila siguro with this, if they have this figure already, they will do summation of forces vertical 0. If they do that, then what can they do? What will you get? So, force going up is F sine theta minus force going down W equals 0. Then, makukuha mo, okay? Makukuha mo yung W, 42 kilonewtons. And nandyan mo yung 42 kilonewtons, then, yun ang pipiliin mo. O hindi ka na magdududa. Or maybe, kung mag-moment ka rin sa C, mag-moment ka sa C, wala naman tong weight, maybe makukuha mo naman yung W based doon sa capacity ng T. Alright? So, that can be the other way around. Alright? So, ayan. But, is this correct? Is this correct? Okay? So, we have just satisfied the summation of forces vertical. What if we satisfy summation of forces horizontal? If you are thinking that these are the values of F and T. Okay, tingnan natin. Summation of forces horizontal 0. So, you have F cosine theta. Ito yun. Minus T, 30. And that is not equal to 0. That's 1.5. Then, that is not equilibrium. Okay? So, what should be the proper way? So, the proper way is just like what we did in the first two problems natin. Ito dapat talaga. So, allowable dapat yung sabihin mo. Huwag mo sabihin F equals. Meaning, the allowable force F is equal to the allowable stress, which is 5, multiplied by the area. So, ito yung allowable load ng strut. And for the cable, that will be 75 yung allowable stress times the area is 400 square mm. So, the allowable is 30 kilonewtons. Okay? Next, express natin yung W in terms of T and F. Ito, I'm just generalizing. Although, pwede natin solving to in another way. I'm trying to generalize the solution so that yung mga hindi pa masyado sanay, masanay kayo sa mga ganito, then hindi na kayo magkakamali sunod. Alright, so force polygon tayo kasi mas madali dito, no? And especially in this case, it is a right triangle. F, no? And then isunod natin si W and then isunod natin si T. The angle here is theta. Okay? So express natin yung F and T in terms of W. So we have sine of theta equals W over F. Alright? So solving for F is equal to W divided by sine of theta or 1.25 W. This is 1 over sine theta. This is your theta. Alright? So 1.25 W. And then for the T, I have tangent of theta equals W over T. Take note, ang ginagawa ko ay express ko yung forces F and T in terms of W. So, gumamit ako ng tangent function. So, you will have tangent is equal to... by the way, ituloy na lang natin. Sorry. Ituloy ko na lang to ha. So, take note, F must not exceed 52.5. Ituloy ko na lang muna to. Then, I can get my W. W must not exceed 42. Dapat must not exceed to ha. Nagkamali lang yung ano ko. Dapat, that should be inequality. Alright. Mahaba na yung video natin. Anyway. So, ito yung lumabas, no? W must not exceed 42 based on the capacity of the strut. Now, tinalaman natin sa T. So, tangent yung gagamitin ko. Tangent of theta equals W over T. Then, I can now get my T in terms of W. So, that will be W divided by tangent of theta. Theta is known, so that will give you 0.75 W. And this must not exceed, the capacity is 30 kilonewtons. So, makukuha mo yung W, W must not exceed 40. Okay. So, sino sa dalawa ang susundin mo? So, ang masusunod dito ay si 40. Yun. The answer is letter C. Okay. I hope nakuha niya yung ibig kong sabihin dito. So, everything involves allowable stress. So, the rule of thumb is, pag binigyan ka ng allowable load or allowable stress, huwag mong isipin na yun na yung gagamitin mo na load. No? It is a criteria for your design to find the safe load. No? So, gaya dito, ginamit mo agad yan, nung mga previous problem, that would lead to a wrong notion. Iba yung problem na sinabi na, ito yung tension dito, binigay yung tension dito, ano yung W? Iba yun. Ang binigay dito, allowable. Alright? So, okay. So, I hope you learned a lot from this video. So, please don't forget to subscribe. Na? So, sa YouTube channel natin. And click the bell icon so that you'll be notified every time we have new videos. Thank you so much for watching.